Hey guys, what's up? Jordan K and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, you guys seem to absolutely love our drag transformation video. So I thought it was only fair to bring Hollie back on and do another little, I guess, makeup video for you guys. Are you excited?
Yeah, I am excited to be back.
Okay, cool. So in today's video, what we're going to do, so rewind a little bit. When I go to, I guess, events or, I don't know, just have anything on that, you know, I want to have like a good skin, kind of like glowy kind of look, I always come to Hollie and we always do this kind of like, how would you describe it?
Just minimal, like makeup, but not makeup.
Yeah,
like,
so minimalistic.
Yeah, just so your skin looks all even, you've got a bit of shape going, a bit of colour in your face.
Yeah, because I know like I'm not the only guy out there, like I know a lot of guys out there who, you know, are really actually interested in kind of like getting that cleaner kind of like bronze tone to their skin, to their face when they go out and whatnot, but like don't know how to exactly go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
I've been to Hollie so many times and I've got no idea where to even start. So for today's video, what I thought would be really cool and interesting is I'm going to follow step by step Hollie's directions of how to achieve the perfect minimalistic glow to my skin. So we've got all our products that we need set out in front of us, but first, sanitize?
Yeah, so.
Sanitize.
No COVID-19 here.
No COVID. We don't want it.
And it's just nice because I like to work with my hands a lot when I'm doing makeup like this, and it's, I mean, obviously you know if your hands are clean or not, but it's nice to just be a little bit fresher. So we have already, like, I guess prepped our skin. We both moisturised.
Yeah, I've done my daily skin routine. Hollie's already prepped and primed.
But
so
yeah, if you hadn't, I would just a light moisturiser, like something that's not really oily or anything like that, because if you're putting minimal makeup, your oils are probably going to come through a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Which
I actually, I know I have a combination skin type, so I do have parts of my face is like here is like quite dry, but then my T-zone is always extremely oily.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's better to do less under the skin because otherwise your skin starts overproducing to try and combat everything you're putting on top of it. I mean, I'm no skincare expert, but
no, but
I'm pretty
she
sure
knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, because I have super oily skin. So, yeah, to start off with, I would probably usually I would use something like a glowy base or something because I like to be glowy. Most people, even though I'm oily, I still like to be glowy.
Me too, I still like to be glowy.
This product from Charlotte Tilbury, the Hollywood Flawless Filter, I can't rave about this anymore. Okay. It is so amazing. It goes, like, if I'm not wearing makeup, I'll just put this all over, if I'm just like running out and I don't want to look like, yuck, I'll just put like this all over my face. So this comes out.
So this is like a foundation base?
Yeah, I would, I guess a primer, I don't know, but you can use it as a highlight on top of your skin. You can, I don't know, it's so good. So it looks like a concealer or something, and but it goes, once you blend it all in, it goes on like, just like a illuminator kind of.
Okay.
So I'll just pop some on here.
Perfect.
And
FYI guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I said before, like I'm gonna follow step by step. I hope it's gonna look as good as Hollie's, but I highly doubt it. But I actually have like been always, I know I said it in the drag video, but I'm actually super into makeup. Yeah. I'm fascinated by it. I constantly watch beauty bloggers and, you know, makeup vlogs on YouTube because I just find it extremely interesting how much it can transform your face. And we all know what my transformation looked like before. We should do one of them again, I think.
Yeah, I want to.
We should definitely do
a new
video
wig
again.
Get a new wig for inspo.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
If this was your own, I would just literally put it on my face and then rub it in.
Yeah.
But just because of cross-contamination.
Of course.
I'll just decant onto something. So literally, because we have clean hands, I just get the excess.
Okay,
and literally just rub it in. This is like
2 dollops on my cheek.
This doesn't matter if it's messy.
And then on my forehead, maybe a little bit on my chin. And then we're just gonna rub it in, yeah?
Yep.
With our hands.
Literally with your hands. This is really good. It's got a tiny bit of a tint to it, so when I've got tan on,
which I always do.
Yeah, and when my tan's rubbed off, obviously from like washing your face every night, I just put some of this on, and it does even out my skin tone.
Oh wow, it has a really nice glow to it.
It's so nice, isn't it? But it's not oily or anything.
No.
I love it.
Like I could...
You're going to buy this.
Yeah, I am going to buy this. But I could definitely... Like you can just put this on and kind of go... If you weren't going out,
yeah,
if you were going... just like...
When I have my clients on a Saturday, I just put this on and a bit of concealer. Because it just makes me like, especially if I'm getting up at like 5 a.m, I don't want to put the whole face of makeup on.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not
oh my god, I actually really like it. Really, really like it.
And then sometimes I'll put a little bit here under my brow bone.
Oh yeah, highlight the brow bone. Fade brow stylist, I'm coming to you tomorrow. I can't wait. But my brows are actually, like, since I've started going to fade, they've actually, the shape has changed immensely.
Yeah, because they grow, you like change your eyebrows into that.
Yeah, Chelsea's kind of like designed, so Chelsea's the owner of Fade, and she's based here in Perth, but honestly guys, like, check her out on Instagram, Fade Brow Stylist, because she is so talented at her craft and what she does. And my brows have changed so much since I've started going to her. They used to be really thin, and I guess I'm
quite round as well, weren't they?
Oh my god,
and you've got a lot more.
Literally so rounded. It was like slugs on my face. But like, honestly, Chelsea, thank you so much, because you've really changed how my brow grows and the shape of it. And like, that's why normally I would just go to like so many different people, but since I've started going to Chel, it's like, no, that's it. Like, gotta go there. Even if she can't fit me in, I'll wait a week or two, because like, it's just, yeah, she's really good. Check her out.
Alright, so if you want to be like extra glowy, I would use like these illuminating drops.
Okay.
But I would probably put them underneath the skin. People put them on top, but I find sometimes when you put them on top,
it moves your foundation.
Yeah, and it's too shiny. Well, if you've powdered, it'll give you foundation.
Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So same sort of thing. You can use brushes and stuff for stuff like this, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like products work better. These kind of cream products work better with the warmth, because you've got warmth in your fingers. They just blend a bit better.
Okay, so
I just get a little bit. I always use my ring finger, because
I'm going to use it too.
Your ring finger applies the least amount of pressure out of all your fingers.
Oh.
So it's good for under your eyes.
Fact.
Don't know if this is legit,
but maybe not a fact.
I'm pretty sure it's right.
Okay.
But,
so where are we?
Just on where would you want to be glowing? On the height of your cheekbones?
I guess like on like the height of my cheekbones.
And the tip of your nose.
Tip of my nose.
Under
the brow bone.
Yeah. And maybe your cupid's bow.
And my cupid's bow.
That's where I would generally put it.
Alright.
A tip though is if you've got a lot of texture on your skin, I just rub that in again.
So just like a little
dab it, and then, or even like what's the word? Stipple, like.
I have no idea what that word means.
So just do this, like tap.
Yeah. Stipple.
Just tap.
That sounds weird. But
I just literally tap it and blend it.
Oh, tap and blend.
It doesn't really matter because it's underneath, so it doesn't need to be like perfect.
Okay. Alright, so we're tapping.
Can we ASMR this?
Oh my god. That's beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
I love that. So
but don't be afraid to go rough. I think everyone's like.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we don't want to give ourselves wrinkles, but like.
And then I'm just gonna definitely do the tip of my nose, not my bow. And I'm actually gonna really accentuate my cupid's bow, because
you got juicy lips.
I may have had a little procedure done, which I'm sure everybody knows from my day in the life vlog, because it was so obvious. But yeah, I went to Erin Aesthetics here in Perth to get my lips done, which is something I've always been like self-conscious of, like. Especially since I've been on YouTube, I've noticed when I was talking that my top lip really went under. And I don't know why, it was just like super obvious to me only ever since, I was always aware of it, but ever since I've started filming constantly, I noticed it a bit more. But look, I went to Erin and she has done such a good job. They look
so nice.
And they're very natural.
They are.
Yes, in the day of the live video, they were a bit crazy, but that's because I had actually just had them done the night before. Whereas in this video now, like they're very toned down, but I love it. I'm obsessed, right? Obsessed.
But you can go over the top with this sometimes. Like you literally do look like you've got foil on your face.
I think I kind of have a little bit, but that's okay.
Let me have a look. No, you still look nice. It's all underneath anyway. But sometimes
I have got a mirror here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like
I'd be happy. I've got a bit of tan on my face, so like me on a normal day, I'd be happy to stop here sometimes.
Okay.
A bit of mascara, maybe a bit of concealer.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we were going,
that's another thing that's another reason why I wanted to do this and why I always come to you for things like this, because like I always have tan on. So when I go to events or whatnot, or when I'm going out to do stuff, I do always, the reason why I want like the clean skin look is because, you know, anybody out there who uses fake tan, you guys know that it really does like different skins, dry, oily, all of that. So it does leave like, it doesn't give you a natural or an even skin tone. So that's one of the main reasons why I love doing this clean skin look, because it really evens it all out and gets rid of all of your blemishes and stuff that you have.
So would you like prefer something more full coverage then, even if it's minimal?
Yeah, we can go a little bit more full coverage,
So I always mix my foundations. I never just use one foundation unless I'm literally like being quick and running out the door, which I guess this is kind of as well. But I just find one foundation will never suit a skin tone. Like you'd be lucky if you find one that is like the perfect match. But so the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, this one's so good, it's so full coverage, and it lasts really well. So I would do like a little pump of this and then a pump of
Can I do a pump?
Yeah, the Max Face and Body. This one is really good. It's like water, like you can literally hear.
Is that enough?
Yep, that's a heat.
And then a little dollop for you.
Yes, please.
Just there.
This one oxidizes though, so like it'll go on a bit lighter, but once it dries and hits there, literally, it goes a bit darker. I think because we both got tan on, will be a similar.
Yeah, we are using exactly the same shades and tones today. So am I just going to quickly go and like kind of put that all over my face?
So I usually start, I don't know why, but I always start with the bottom half of my face. And then I use like a fluffy brush and just blend it out.
So I'm blending it out prior to doing the top?
Yeah, I do. I just like to work in sections.
Yeah, no, I'm doing exactly what Hollie does. But instead of a brush, because at home, I know whenever I do use any sort of makeup or anything like that, I use a beauty blender.
Yeah, so
I'm going to blend it out with this.
Yeah, so if you want a full coverage application, you would use, I want like in between medium to sheer because I've already got tan on my face. But if you want it to be like super full coverage, a short, dense brush.
Yes.
These are really good. And they're really good for like, they give you more of a natural finish because they do take away some of the product.
That's why I use it, because they do soak up a little bit more product.
But they are really good.
And this is already damped, right? So we've already damped the brush, So I'm just going to go ahead and... I'm actually finding this a lot easier than I thought. I mean, we are only on this, like the base, but it is like, this is definitely something like, just, I guess, going through it, okay, everybody who has blonde hair, we know that it can be a little bit annoying because it can stick to our hair, so I'm trying to avoid that, but if you see a little orange patch, don't come for me.
Yeah, I can't see what I'm
my
doing.
Little fringe.
I said, I can't even see what I'm doing right now because of my mirror, so I'll just it's in there.
Wow, it's actually a really nice colour.
I love it because it is like that tanny colour, but it's, you know, it's got that like orange undertone, but it's not like, some of them like, don't get me wrong, MAC Studio Fix is like my ride or die foundation, but sometimes they can go a little bit too orange and I'm like, I don't want to be that orange.
For me, it's meant to be a natural minimalistic look. So I don't want to look like I've got a full cake face on, like that's going to be...
and you like I've showed you in the last video we did, you can colour correct.
Yeah,
so
I know.
That's an option as well.
It's a bit much. But no, it's not a bit much, but for the look, for this kind of look, I will probably wouldn't go in and kind of colour correct.
Way too much on my nose just then. But
that's okay. Should I put a bit more on my nose? Or do you actually think I'm okay? Or?
Do you know what I would do as well with the excess that you have left? Run it over your eyes. So like close your eyes, just so that everything's...
Maybe I might actually do like a little base on top of my eye.
But always keep it like a little bit on your eyes because it's the oiliest part of your face, so it's going to...
Is it?
It's going to crease.
That's really good to know. I didn't know that.
Oh, I just had an eyelash. I should have blown it away.
Make a wish. Too late. You can still wish.
I always make the same wish and it never comes true.
Me too. It will one day. It will.
Hopefully. I'd love to say what the wish is, but don't want to jinx it.
Then it won't come through, so don't. Oh, see, I can already see in my hair here. But look, whatever. I don't really care.
I don't know. Well, I don't know, actually. I wonder what you could do. There's got to be a trick.
I'd say there is like a few tricks and whatnot, but
Yeah.
like, and the better you get, the probably more you would like avoid doing it.
All right, and the next would be concealer. This one's so good. The Born This Way multi-sculpting
I've heard
concealer.
Too Faced.
Yeah.
All right, I've heard so much about this one.
It's so good. I mean, this shade is more of a, like, look how much, it's like not even that much lighter than our foundation.
Yeah, it's not.
But I think that makes it look more natural. Sometimes if you have it too light.
Because some people go in with like white
Yeah,
concealer.
and it's just a bit too much. But in the same breath, you can always mix concealers. Another thing that I do, can you pass me one of those little cotton balls, please? Another thing that I would do is put that on, blend it in, and then at the end when I'm done, I get like one of these little cream palettes, and I like just get a light one and just tiny bit to brighten with like a sponge. Because if you go in too much with this, you're going to crease. And we don't want that because it makes you like got more wrinkles than you have.
That's what Botox is for.
We don't get
so
that.
we're going to dab the brush as well from the foundation that we've used.
Yeah, so a beauty blender is so good for this. It just blends in. But another thing that you can use, sorry, I put all these in here before, is like a little brush like this.
Well, I'm actually, for this one, I'm going to go in with the brush.
You want to use a brush? And I'll use I've got another blender somewhere. I'll use it.
Do you want to, you're going to use a beauty blender?
No, actually, I'll use a brush as well, but I'll use this one.
Yeah.
Won't use that one. I'll use this one.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
it happens.
So, right, what I would do.
All right, I'm going to follow you step by step.
Okay, this is a new technique that I've been doing. I've seen it on TikTok, would you believe?
Okay, cool. I
used to just be like, boom, 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 underneath, and it would always start creasing. I'm like, there's just too much product, that's why it's creasing. So what I do is, do you want me to face you?
No, yeah, go, and then I'll show me do it as like you would do it.
Okay, so I would literally go in here, so in the corners.
Yeah. And then brush out.
No, just that bit. Just where like your bags are. Do you get what I mean? Like, and then here, so it like lifts your eye.
So upwards for this one?
And then I put like a tiny bit there.
In the middle? Just
underneath. Because then if you start putting it right under your eye here, that's when you're going to crease. And then use your brush that you've got, that one.
This one?
That one, yeah. Just, you can like rub the excess off if it's too much. I think I need a little bit more. Cover these Gucci bags.
Yeah. These bags ain't designer.
And then
blend.
Yeah, and a beauty blender is really good. So you can blend then that product up under your eye rather than having so much, because you're going to be blending under your eye anyway. And then always bring it in here, see in here, because you've got that darkness in. That's like, I don't know, I have darkness in there.
No, I do too. Yeah, I totally.
But it just evens it all out.
So with the blending, am I doing more of like a circular or patting motion?
I pat, right?
All right.
Especially with that brush, pat, but bring it up so you're lifting your face.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I get what you mean.
And then towards the end, then you can little circular motion, like, or up and down to blend those edges into the rest of your foundation. So as you can see, that's like super natural. Like it's not white under my eye or anything like that. That's when I go in at the end and put a bit in to brighten.
Right, I see what you mean. Yeah, because it is very natural.
I mean, you
color.
can obviously mix it, and if you want it just to be brighter, but then I don't like sometimes if I'm trying to be more on the natural side. I don't like that big. When I'm going out, love it, nice bright under eye. But when I'm trying to be natural and look like I don't really have makeup on, even though I do, I don't want that big bright.
Which is essentially exactly what we're trying to achieve today. So now are we going to go in and do the other eye now?
Yeah, the other eye.
Okay.
Same thing.
So I'll apply it with the brush.
Yeah.
And then blend with
apply it with that and apply it with that brush and blend with the beauty blender.
Yeah.
Oh God, beauty blender.
So we're going to go down there and then take it more upwards. And then just a little bit down in the center of it.
Yeah, well, kind of like where your cheek starts. That's why I put it. It's so random. I don't even.
Okay.
But it just works for me. I've noticed you can't. As you're getting older, you can't stop creasing unless you like get that much filler put under your eyes. Yeah. But
before this one dries in, though, I'm going to go in with the beauty blender. So just blend it out like I would.
Sometimes it's good to let it dry a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was always like if it dries, then it's like stained.
No, like a little bit because it helps it stay. Don't ask me why. Okay. So I don't like putting powder under my eyes. I know some people do, but I don't like that gross dry feeling under my eyes.
Oh my God, do you know what's actually going to be so funny, which is so true? Do you know when like people do their own makeup and then they see like everybody has like their own kind of face that they make?
Yeah.
I'm actually really interested to see
same.
what kind of face I'm making.
My
'cause,
mascara face is like this. So catch flies in that mouth.
Okay, so that's interesting now because this side is blended, but...
Which side do you like better? For under my eyes, I do like to put it on with a brush and use Beauty Blender because I feel
I actually like this side better.
Then
I like
you can always just use that to blend that out a little bit.
But
on the side.
what do you think?
I like that side better too.
Do you like that side better? Yeah.
See how it looks a little bit more natural and it's pushed
It
into
looks
your
so
skin?
much more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go in on this side now and do it on this side the same just to see if it would make any difference.
And also, I mean...
Oh wow, it really does.
You can put the concealer on, like the excess that's on your brush or your blender on your eyelids.
Yeah, I've actually just done
a lot of people will use concealer as a base. If I'm not going out and I don't need my makeup to stay on for hours and hours, I just use concealer. If I was going out...
As a base for your...
For eyeshadow and stuff, yeah.
Which we won't be doing today, but, you know, maybe next time.
And then, with what's left over, this is what I do, just to, like, brighten my face up. Some in my forehead, like my forehead here. And then down my nose. That was way too much on my nose, but anyway.
Yeah.
Make it snatched. And then I put a bit on my chin and a little bit here because in those little, what would you call them? Your little smile lines.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Because I crease heaps there because I smile heaps because I'm such a happy person. But I am always
really
laughing.
Happy people.
No, but I'm always laughing, so I always get really bad smile lines.
And then again, we're just going to go in and blend that one.
Blend it, yeah. And you can use the beauty blenders are great for this too, especially if you're in a hurry. It does it so much quicker.
Well, that's what I kind of thought. Like, Beauty Blender seems to actually really get it a lot faster.
Yeah. Yeah, they are good for quick time. Got a little pimple there.
I'm already loving...
I mean, even this is good, but like you said, would you powder when you go out? Do you like to powder? I'd powder you if you're going out.
I do powder, yeah. I do powder if I'm going out for sure.
Yeah.
So is that all blended in?
Yeah, that looks really good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I thought so too, but I just didn't want to say it.
Modest. Okay, so this is where it depends. Do you want, like, you can go two ways here. You can go... how about I do one and you do the other? So okay. I'll go creams and you go powders.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Powders are easy to work with too if you're not used to creams.
Okay, cool. So what is this that we're going to go into?
So this would be your contours, your blush. Like now, men particularly probably wouldn't want like blushes in the way that we do it. Yeah. But it's nice to just add. See how at the moment you're a bit of a blank canvas and you you look nice and you look all flawless, but you don't.
But it's all.
You need to add
tone.
a bit of colour back to your face so you don't just look like flat, you know. So I would go probably. Actually, do you know what? See, I'm going to powder last because I'm using creams. Okay. If you want to powder first. Now this is like a full coverage Studio Fix powder. So this is like Studio Fix MAC. Another kind of like putting another foundation on. So you could. I would go minimal with this unless you want to be really full coverage. Otherwise, we've got the Hourglass. Which one's this? Ambient Lighting Powder Dim Light, which is like a setting powder, but it's got a little bit of a shimmer in it. So,
let's go with that one.
Yeah. You want to do that?
Yeah. So I know Studio Fix. I think I have some Studio Fix at home, but I know what it does. And I essentially at home, I would use this. Let's say I went in with a BB cream all over my face and just done it all over. I would then go in with a Studio Fix cream or powder to like set it. Yeah. And just kind of like keep it all in place for the day. And it is good to bring with you, especially throughout if you're out like all day and you know you're going to get a bit oily. It's good to just tap a bit back on. Use your brush. So I'll let you do that because I'm going to powder last. Am I just patting? Yep, literally. I'll show you. That's how I would never really like rub these in because so you literally just tap. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. What is that off the Simpsons? Tap.
Just tap it in. Just tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap-a-roo.
I have no idea. So with this one, so just like yeah. And you have to make that noise as well. Tap.
Yeah, otherwise it's not working.
So is there anywhere else that I could go with this?
Yep, so right on I'd bring it onto your cheeks a little bit. Down the sides of your nose, because obviously, like most people have enlarged pores there.
Yeah.
Where you think because you don't want to completely powder your whole face, otherwise you're going to lose that glow that we created at the start.
That's what I don't want to do.
That's why these are really good too, because it sets it, but it also doesn't make you look too matte. Because I don't like looking like chalky. Some people do. Because it just...
Can I ask the question?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use a cream contour?
You can.
Because the only reason I'm saying this is because I have a cream contour at home. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I don't know how to use it. So, for example, the way that we've got our base on now, we've done our concealer and everything. That's all done, and I've now kind of powdered all the set it. How do I now go in with a cream contour without actually moving the product that we've already got on?
Okay, so your best bet to do is use this brush, right? This one is a cheap Makeup Revolution one. Literally go.
Okay, so
don't
you don't
put it if you want it to be soft. Don't put it straight on your skin. Get on your brush. I mean,
here's me. I just get a crayon and draw a number 3 on my face.
So like that, you don't want to go straight in with that on your brush either, because that's going to be messy. So this is what I do: back of your hand, rub it in a little bit.
Yeah.
That will obviously take some of the product off. So you can always as well decant some off, put it on there. Pad. And then do you want to go straight in with this? Or
Yeah.
I'll get that on your brush.
I'll go in with that one just to kind of see. Sorry, I'm just going to clean this brush in case I need to use it again. Don't know what I done there, but just ignore it. It's okay.
I'm going to use this one.
Alright, so I'm going to wait for you because I don't know how to do this. This is it. This is the one.
This is the one. Okay.
Low key, really want to draw a line, and this is how you get it.
So top of the ear to the corner of your mouth, sort of.
Top of the ear to the corner of my mouth.
So I'll start this side, so that way, and then I just little downwards. So you've got hairs on your face that grow downwards. So if you start going up against them,
it's going to catch in them.
Yeah, it's going to look a bit muddy. So and sometimes I go I don't know, I'm circular, but I'm missing it as I come back up. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And then down to the
really
corner.
Get it in. Oh, well, you've got blonde hair, but I really get it in my hairline, so it looks like it's kind of.
Oh my god, I can really see it.
See, and it's soft, but I actually haven't used this on myself, and I really like it.
Yeah,
that was $12. That thing.
Makeup Revolution drugstore.
We've got our high-end and our drugstore products. I love that.
It's true though, drugstore is normally, wow, oh my god, I know, I'm looking at it in here and I'm like...
I really like that.
It's subtle, but I can see it.
And you can go in, put the lines on, blend them out, but then you risk too much on your face, it starts to look too muddy. Most people blend, when you
actually draw the line straight on.
Yeah, because you kind of need to blend it, as weird as it sounds, upwards rather than, because if you start blending down, you're going to be bringing your cheekbones down, which we don't want. We want to bring them higher. I've got a little pimple here, so hopefully it doesn't catch on the makeup. I hate that.
So can I go in now and just dust it off and do the other side?
Yeah, you don't even need to dust it off, just put a bit more on.
Oh.
But yeah, put it on the back of your, dab on the back of your hand. Don't be scared.
Okay.
Don't be scared.
Okay, don't be scared, girl. I guess this is the thing that I've always wanted. I've just never known how to use it, and I would have gone in with the actual product itself and just kind of drew it on.
I bought this for your thing. I haven't actually used it on my clients. I'm going to get some for my kit, I think, because these are really good. This is F13. Around my hairline, but
I'm definitely gonna do that because.
And then into my temples. Another good trick, if you're not really wearing eyeshadow, which you won't be, is with what's left.
So, with going up into your hairline and stuff, do I bring it from where we left off all the way up?
Yeah, so I would start up here.
Yeah.
You can even use a more fluffy brush too if you wanted to, something oh, that's pretty good though, that one.
Yeah, no, this is a good one. I'm liking this.
Bring it. Yeah, and then start bringing it down to kind of connect it all, so you haven't got a line here.
Yeah.
2 lines up here, so it's all where the sun would hit you.
So
It would
that's
hit you
kind of
here,
like-
here. So it's like a 3.
That's what I was
Makes
going to say.
sense?
It's like a tree, and
Yeah,
then we'll
'cause you
go
bring it
down,
down,
into the
yeah.
jaw.
If you want to look like, I like to do this too sometimes if I'm not wearing concealer. I bring it through with a big brush like this, just through my eyes and then up into my temples, like that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't do that much, but it just creates that lift for your eyes that I need without Botox. So do you like that cream? It's easy
Yeah, I
to
love
work
it.
with now.
So much easier. I'm so happy I done the cream instead of the powder, honestly.
And then if you want it deeper, you can always go in with a powder like after, if you really want to like.
So with this brush, do I then bring it down here?
Yeah, and then bring it down and just, with this kind of look, like you said, you want it to look a bit more natural, so it doesn't have to be like super neat. You just want it to look like you've been out in the sun for a few hours, you know?
But the safe way.
Yeah, the safe way, exactly. Would you normally fill in your eyebrows?
I wouldn't fill them in because normally
They're
I get tinted, so normally like they are kind of done. But today, I haven't had my brows done, so we can do a little bit.
A little bit?
This is scary, but we can do a little bit.
So I'll let you use, I'm trying to think what you'd be more comfortable with. Brush your brow hairs up.
I honestly do, like, I love brows.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you want it to be a softer look, especially if you're not used to doing your brows,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna remove these. I would go a brow powder. Now I have like, this is a palette that has obviously heaps of eyeshadows in it. I don't really want to show it because it's really messy. And start sort of 3/4 of the way in from your brow. Turn the brush the other way. This way. So the longer bit,
Oh, okay.
the longer part of the brush is closer to the inner corner.
Right, yeah.
Literally place it under your brow and just softly line the bottom of your eyebrow.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to feel so weird for you if you're not used to it. A bit of brow soap. Literally, you can use normal soap. They just call it brow soap. I'm pretty sure it's literally just soap. Branded, and then spray a little bit of setting spray in it to wet it, or Fix Plus, or whatever you've got.
Is this the brow soap?
Get it into your spoolie. Try not to get too much because it can clump up sometimes. And then just brush it through your brows.
Oh, I didn't even know this was like a thing, brow soap. And then we're literally just going to brush it in.
Yeah, so up but out, like to the
out.
side, because you don't want it straight up. I mean, you can, but you might look like you've been electrocuted. And sometimes as well, like if your eyebrows, when you're filling them in, aren't looking great, you're like, oh God, why is it not working? Once you put the brow soap in, it kind of just like fluffs it all up.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that like it doesn't really matter because
Yeah.
once it like blends all in, it's like,
Don't
let's
worry
go
about
in with highlighter.
Highlighter.
Oh,
So,
my favorite. I love highlighter. I love it. I love it. I love it.
what would you normally use when you apply highlighter?
A brush.
Yeah, what kind?
Like one of the feather brushes,
Fan
kind of.
brush?
Fan brush.
Cool.
not
So,
feather.
do you want to use that?
Yeah, cool.
And then,
And really just
do
like,
you want to do cream or
um,
powder? Powder's usually easier.
I normally would go in with a powder
Yeah.
one, yeah.
I would go with soft and gentle because it's a really natural one. It's not too glittery. It's not too gold. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
like perfect.
it's more of like a...
I might go in with a cream one. Another Charlotte Tilbury, but these are quite hard to work with. But once you get the hang of it, you'll love it. Or those drops that we used at the start, you can use them too.
Yeah, you could go back in with that, yeah.
And
I'm just going to fan this above my cheekbone, right? Just above the contour.
Yeah, so what I usually do is the height of my cheekbone right here, and then I bring it down onto my cheek a tiny bit, because you know when like you see the photos and when the girls are smiling, they've got that little thing of highlight there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bring it up around the tail of my eyebrow. So you haven't just got that one little streak there, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the other places that I would put it are same places we did earlier before we put the foundation on. So top of your
Cupid's bow.
top of your nose. Another good place, if you get a small brush. Oh, this is another good thing too. Sometimes if I don't want to have highlight in my inner corner, I get like a light concealer.
Yes, to brighten the inners of your eyes, yeah.
And just pop that right in there. It just makes you look a little bit more awake. Stunning.
Mm-hmm.
And then to finish off, you would probably just put like a bit of balm.
So I want to actually do the inner of my corner.
Oh, you do want to do the inner corner?
So I can probably just go in with this brush.
Yeah, or even one like this is really good because it's pointed, so you can really get in there. That one. Probably like one of those two top ones.
I'm really just...
So do one spot there, do the other eye, and then use the rest to blend it up into your like socket, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. And then so a bit of balm or gloss or whatever. I mean, balm probably would be more suited.
And we just apply them with hands?
Fingers,
yeah,
you can use a brush. I feel like fingers go in a bit better anyway, especially with like creamy products.
Now that I've actually got lips to balm.
Yeah, well, I would normally probably line my lips a tiny bit too because I like my lips to look bigger.
And last, but definitely not least, is everybody's favourite. It's my favourite.
This one.
Let's go in with the
setting spray. Well,
setting spray.
Finishing spray. You've got like setting sprays, finishing sprays, things that do different things. So you've got ones that will set you for the day, stop you getting oily. You've got ones that they don't exactly set you. They just get rid of that powdery looking finish on your skin.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that is a setting spray.
This one is a Makeup Perfection Mist from Mecca Cosmetica.
Yeah.
And
so I'd spray in front of you first because sometimes it like spits out. Yeah, and now you can just over your face.
Now
I'm gonna get sprayed. Okay.
I love it.
You're like wet. I don't even use these that much, to be honest. That's enough. That is enough. You're like Patrick Star with the powder.
Glowy.
Yeah. So no makeup.
No makeup.
I mean, obviously we've got makeup on, but it doesn't look like you're.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Over
like
the top.
It really doesn't at all. I mean, you guys have just watched us do it, but now looking in the mirror, it honestly, my skin looks good. I look dewy. I can still see small little blemishes all around my face. My 5 o'clock shadow is still coming through, so that is what I want. Essentially, this is the look that I was going for, and this is the look that I always come to Hollie for whenever, like I said, I have events or anything like that. So thank you so much for coming on the channel again.
It was a pleasure to be here
again.
again.
And thank you so much for teaching me, because like it really was not as hard as I thought it would be. And
I mean, generally, without us speaking and going through all this, that will probably take you, what, 15 minutes?
15 minutes, yeah, definitely. It's super quick, super easy.
So you can even go less. This is obviously more advanced. You could go no foundation, just conceal those areas, the inner portion of your face, and leave the rest.
Kind of like what we done at the start with just the start and the dewiness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's so many ways to do it. If you want less or you want more, you could take that further, even if you wanted to stick some eyelashes on.
Yeah. No, I don't want any eyelashes. But yeah, I'm obsessed. I love it. And I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm starving.
Let's go get some lunch. Hollie's socials, once again, is Hollie Jay MUA. It's going to be linked down below. So, guys, make sure you check her out because she's extremely talented.
Thank you.
Mine is @JordanK. Don't forget it. Please like and subscribe. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.